So, it's that time in the week where I give you my score predictions for this weekend's fixtures. It's game week 8 in League 1, and looking at the fixtures, it's going to be tough to predict which team is going to win. There are so many tight games, and it could go either way. Before I give you my score predictions, please smash that like button on today's video. Let me know your score predictions down in the video comments. And if you're new to my channel, hit that sub button. I'm trying to hit 6k subscribers before the end of the year. I make Luton and EFL content. So like I've been doing with all my score prediction videos this season, I am competing with AI to see who could get the most score predictions right across the season. And at this moment in time, AI is still beating me 6-3 on score predictions. In terms of the actual result, I am winning 31-26. So I'm getting the results correct, not quite the scores correct. And as you can see by the graphic, me and AI didn't get a single score prediction right. There was less games because some games were postponed due to international call-ups. But yeah, not a good week for myself or AI. So the first game which we are going to talk about is Bradford versus Huddersfield. How do I separate these two teams? Tough game. Can Bradford respond back after a loss against Doncaster? Huddersfield, they made really hard work of it against Peterborough at home despite winning 3-2. Huddersfield, they do have a better squad, but Bradford's home form is very good. The last 5 games for both teams, Bradford have 10 points, Huddersfield have 9. So I'm going with a draw, 1-1 for this game. Northampton won, Blackpool won. Northampton have won back-to-back games in the league, and I think international break came at the wrong time for them. Whereas for Blackpool, I think they needed the break. They haven't started the season well. I don't think they've managed to find the right balance across the pitch, especially in defence. Again, this game for me has got a draw written all over it. One side that's gained loads of confidence after beating Exeter at home and then going to Leyton, Orient and winning away. And the other team desperate for some points to improve their poor start to the season. So 1-1 for Northampton versus Blackpool. AFC Wimbledon 0, Rotherham 0. Surely not another game I'm predicting to be a draw. Yes, but this time 0-0. To be honest, I'm leaning more towards Rotherham in this game after winning 1-0 at home against Exeter last week. But Wimbledon at home are different. They are hard to beat. Their home form was massive on why they won promotion to League One in the first place. They've won twice at home already this season against Lincoln and Barnsley, and Cardiff only scored in the last minute against them. However, the last 2 games they have lost. They gave it a good go against Bradford, losing 3-2, but the game against Bolton was definitely a bad day at the office, and the red cards certainly didn't help them. It's actually 4 defeats in all competitions for AFC Wimbledon. But Rotherham, they will be missing Tom Holmes, who had a fantastic debut for them last week. This will be a close game. I can't see many goals in it. I think if Rotherham was the home side, I would back them to win this one. But as Wimbledon are the home side, I'm going with a 0-0 draw. Barnsley 3, Reading 1. Finally a game that I've decided to actually back someone to win. Barnsley, they can score goals, and I think they will score 3 goals here. Great win last time out against Huddersfield. Yes, Huddersfield went down to 10 men, but you can only face what's actually in front of you. Now, the scoreline is probably quite harsh to Reading, as they're not doing too badly recently, but the defence is not great. Only 1 clean sheet so far this season, and that was in the last game for them. Reading, for me, they make lots of mistakes, especially at the back, and I feel like if you do that against this Barnsley's attack, then they will take full advantage of it. Their front 4 that started last week, they've already gained 11 goal contributions so far this season. So that's why I'm back in the home side here. Burton 1, Lincoln 2. The form guide goes more towards Lincoln here. 9 points in the last 5 games. Burton only have 4. With James Collins up top, now gaining some form. Someone who can score plenty of goals at this level. It will give the Lincoln players even more confidence that they can go to places and get some points. Burton, they're finding it a bit difficult when they go ahead in matches, and also they're not the greatest of teams when taking their chances, and they also get exposed on the counter. These two teams played each other recently in the League Cup, and Lincoln came out the winners there with a 1-0 away win, and I just feel like Lincoln, they're going to win this time round as well. I think Burton will pull up much more of a fight, but I just think Lincoln will walk away with the 3 points. Exeter 1, Port Vale 2. Now, This season, I thought Bolton was the most frustrating team to watch. Actually, Port Vale are the most frustrating team to watch. Some of the chances they have missed so far this season is just absolutely mental. Port Vale on XG alone. Now, I know people don't like XG, but the quality of chances Port Vale have created is just insane, considering they are 23rd in the league. They should have at least scored another 5 goals than what they're currently on now, and that would rank them 8th in the league in terms of XG. They've created the second most big chances in the league with 17, but they've missed 13 out of those 17 big chances. What more can the manager do? I'm so sorry, but I had to put that joke in there. But honestly, what can he do? The players are getting the chances, they just need to take them, and if they don't take them soon, I feel like the confidence is just going to go. They've got nothing to show for it. But I said this last week, if they don't get a win soon, something's going to happen, confidence will drop, and that will impact them losing even more games. Exeter, they would back themselves to get something at home here, but I feel like if Port Vale can be clinical, then I can see them winning this game because they can create chances, they can dominate games, but they're not clicking in front of goal. Leyton Orient 2, Bolton 2. So Leyton Orient, last time they played their game, they won in dramatic style against Port Vale, scoring with like 20 seconds left in the game. Last minute winner. They needed that win after getting back-to-back defeats in the league. Struggling to work them out this year. Lots of mixed results. Games where you expect them to win, they're losing. Games where you think they'll find it more difficult, they get a positive result. Maybe it just needs a bit more time for the new players to gel with the older group of players that were at the football club last season. Bolton, they got back to winning ways after a 3-0 home win against Wimbledon. This was after 4 draws in a row, and I feel like another draw is coming. I can see this being quite an open game. For me, I don't think either team has got the right balance in defence yet. They have been conceding goals, and that's why I think it's going to be an open game. Both teams going at each other 2-2. My club, Luton versus Plymouth. I have gone with a 2-0 win to my team. I'm actually quite excited for this game, and I haven't felt this way for quite a long time. Yes, Plymouth, they got a massive result against Stockport last weekend, winning 4-2, but on the road, they haven't done well. After the signings Luton made on transfer deadline day, there's lots of quality in depth, and if Luton can perform the way they did against Burton, against this Plymouth side, then the confidence amongst the players and also amongst the fan base will just be even better. It does feel like things are starting to click a lot more for Luton, but after reading a few comments by Plymouth fans, they're also saying the same thing. However, with Luton being the home side here, I feel like we will take full advantage, and I reckon Luton will win 2-0. I do think Plymouth will come to Luton to win, so that would open up the game a lot more, and I feel like Luton, it will suit the way we want to play. Mansfield 1, Stevenage 1. Both teams, when you look at the form table, are next to each other. Stevenage, they've gained 12 points over the last 5 games. Mansfield have gained 10 points. Mansfield have won 2 out of their last 3 home matches this season. Although they lost against Wycombe away last weekend, I think they are going to want to bounce back, but Stevenage will make it very difficult. I can't separate both teams. 1-1. Peterborough 1, Wycombe 2. Winless Peterborough against a Wycombe team that finally won a game of football last weekend against Mansfield at home. I think that win will give the players a lot of confidence and they can start to climb up that table. Although Peterborough, they made it difficult for Huddersfield last weekend, I just don't see them winning this game. I feel like there's a timer on Darren Ferguson, but I don't think it's down to him. I'm not a fan of the recruitment, and he's got to try and figure out a way to get wins, otherwise he's going to lose his job. This cannot continue for Peterborough. Stockport 2, Cardiff 2. Big game. This is obviously the biggest game of the weekend. Time for big players to step up. Stockport certainly hope it's their players. A bad result against Plymouth, conceding from long shots and set pieces. Cardiff are just performing very well at the moment. I didn't expect to see this from Cardiff. Great football and getting really good results. I'll be keeping an eye on this game because if Cardiff walk away with the 3 points, they have to be the new favourites for the league title. Such a big game so early in the season. I feel like Stockport will do anything they can to just not lose this game. So a draw for me is what I'm feeling, and I don't think that would be a bad result for Cardiff. Wigan 1, Doncaster 0. Another tight game to call here, but I'm going with the home side. Doncaster have done so well since winning promotion from League 2 to League 1, and the momentum which they've used from that promotion is helping them get really good results, like beating Bradford at home last weekend. But Wigan, despite not getting the 3 points last weekend, did actually perform quite well against Lincoln. Of course, some refereeing decisions did not go their way. So if that was 11 players on the pitch, do I see them getting the 3 points? Possibly. They done quite well and created so many good chances. Wigan at home as well, I think they are quite tough to beat. This game could go either way, as Doncaster have done so well, as we know since the start of the season. But I am leaning more towards the home side. I can only see one goal being in it, and that's why I'm going with Wigan here. Like I said at the start of the video, so many tough games to predict, and that's why I'm predicting lots of draws. But here's just a recap of my score predictions. So 1-1 between Bradford and Huddersfield, 1-1 between Northampton and Blackpool, 0-0 between Wimbledon and Rotherham, 3-1 to Barnsley, 2-1 to Lincoln, 2-1 to Port Vale, 2-2 between Leyton, Orient and Bolton, 2-0 to Luton, 1-1 between Mansfield and Stevenage, 2-1 to Wycombe against Peterborough, 2-2 between Stockport and Cardiff, and 1-0 to Wigan to beat Donny. And this is what AI has predicted for game week 8. 2-1 for Huddersfield to beat Bradford, 1-1 between Northampton and Blackpool, 1-0 to Rotherham to beat Wimbledon, 2-1 to Barnsley, 2-0 to Lincoln, 1-1 between Exeter and Port Vale, 2-1 to Bolton, 2-0 to Luton, 1-1 between Mansfield and Stevenage, 2-2 between Peterborough and Wycombe, 1-1 between Stockport and Cardiff, and 2-0 to Wigan to beat Doncaster. So that is the end of today's video. Hopefully you did enjoy listening to my score predictions. This is just a polite reminder. It's just a score prediction. I do not hate your team at all. Please let me know your score predictions down in the video comments. Don't forget to smash the like button on today's video. It does help the video perform better on YouTube. And yeah, if you are new to my channel, please hit that sub button. I'm trying to hit 6k subs before the end of the year. And I'll see you guys in the next score prediction. Or if you are a Luton fan watching this, my match preview tomorrow for the game against Plymouth.